Hey, on outsourcing responsibility, usually when you ask someone to do something, you give them the authority and responsibility. But there's a problem when you completely outsource it, outsourcing your responsibility completely. And this is the situation with American and the government. We are supposed to be the government of the people, for the people. Obviously, is no longer for the people or of the people. So I want to think about why is that? How did this come to be? And the quote on the U.S. consulate wall in Chiang Mai, Thailand, stated in just two words: authority and responsibility. You need it to function. If you don't have it, you cannot function. And on the flip side, when you outsource it, you also suffer from the consequences. When you give power to the U.S. government, the power to take money out of your pocket, the power to give it to whoever they want, and then not inform you about it. It's like handing a 15-year-old to a model agency and not have the parents present, like Erica Kirk. Now, Americans didn't do it voluntarily, but they did it anyway, uh, partly because of poor education. Am I that superior? I'm not saying it in the sense of being superior. I was like that up until my 30. Even when I was in my 30, don't have any interest in politics. It was too much, too far away out of my realm of existence. I was living, I guess, at the underbelly of society. I still am. So for someone that lives under the belly of society, what is the point of talking about politics? It's unrelated. It's like having a discussion about Epstein class. We have no impact about it. They decide who gets to live, who gets to die, who gets to be on the menu, who gets invited to dinner, who gets a shipment of jerky, who gets to sit out. So in 1776, the American people decided to, insource responsibility. And they were the founding father of the country. They gave us a manual on how to run it, and they gave us a warning that, it's up to us to keep it running. As a parents, we could give a child a car and tell them that, hey, you have a responsibility to keep it running. But more often than not, the child is not ready for that responsibility. And here we are, the greater American population is not quite ready for this responsibility. Being the most illiterate population on the planet, well, out of all of the industrialized nations, we probably have the most illiterate. We also have this lackadaisical attitude toward government. Right now, the government is supporting a group of people who eat babies, and we are just waiting for someone to do something about it. We waited like 40 years and they haven't done anything about it. At what point do we say, hey, I'm a parent, it's my responsibility to protect my baby? I live in a hostile environment here in the desert of California. And that's all sort of stuff, coyote, every time my child step outside the door, I have to drop everything to go out and make sure that he doesn't become dog meat. Essentially, American are facing the same situation with Epstein. The moment your 15-year-old step outside the door, you have to worry if they will run into Erica Kirk or one of the Epstein recruiter, and if they will become Epstein meat. Whose responsibility is this? You're gonna wait for the FBI to step in? They had more than 5 years. Typically we complain about how FBI takes 5 fucking years to do anything. But this case is over 40 years old. If they were going to arrest Epstein, they would have done it many years before. My cousin is a doctor. He was selling drugs to his patient, like his license allowed him to do, and he wanted to make more money, so he streamlined the process and became very efficient at it. People send him a text, and he texts them a prescriptions, and they go to a pharmacist and picks up. Save a lot of money, save a lot of time. That's how I would want to operate with my doctors. Currently, the VA takes like 30 days to see me, and then schedule another 2 weeks to see an X-ray specialist for a broken arm, and they give me the shit about how do I know my arm is broken? Because informed person, educated person just know the arm is broken. And why can't you take the X-ray right there? You walk in, you walk out, but the process takes a long time. And it takes a long time because of incompetency. And of course, they have valid reason for their incompetence, but at the end of the day, it's just incompetence. Taking several hours or 2 weeks to do something that you can do in 30 minutes, that's the definition of incompetence. But anyway, my cousin was too efficient, so the FBI, followed him for 5 years. Now he's sitting in jail for, I guess, medical fraud. He was giving people medicines and they were shipping them back to Vietnam. And he was trying to really commercialize his medical practice, selling drug faster, more efficiently, and more effectively. I also heard someone die. But that's one person that died. The Epstein has how many people that die? So this responsibility doesn't really belong with the FBI. The American people probably sees this. They probably feel powerless, just like the people in 1700. It takes a while for critical mass to accumulate. I'm sitting here since 2013, waiting for the dollar to collapse, and it have not. So whoever is scheming like the Rothschild, they're very, very talented. They're very good at running the world from behind the shadow. One old guy in LinkedIn was saying something very practical. Maybe the Rothschild should be running the world since they're so good at it. I mean, if we compare the United States government versus the government behind the Epstein, I think I would rather vote for the government behind Epstein, not for what they do, but in terms of competency. We're talking about someone that runs a cannibalism, sex trafficking ring, controlling the world, like top echelon of thinker, financiers, and politicians, and no one knows anything about it. This is the epitome of competency. So if we were to fire the U.S. government, all of the senators, all of the three branches, and we just elect the Rothschild to become the new monarchy, we might do really well. I mean, look at Epstein. He did really well. I think we should reconsider the representation for the American people. I mean, hell, if I was in Russia and I have the option to elect Rothschild, maybe I should consider that too. If I was Chinese in China, maybe I should consider having the Rothschild as my new king. I mean, they're really good at this. They take care of the people.